Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the engineering sheds in Broken Railroad in Wintermute Episode 2 with the Gazbeard, playing the story mode. And if you were with us on Tuesday, we came back down from the hunting lodge up in the mountains behind the engineering sheds on the other side of the river, and we came round the back road to get in here, picking up a load of saplings on the way. So we now have 4 maple saplings and a birch sapling curing in the office through there where we've got a bed. We're about to start forging and repair the bear spear, and when we check the recipe it says that we need 2 pieces of metal. We need the heavy hammer, and it doesn't know how long it's going to take us to do it. Okay, so let's pick those up. Maybe they'll then will tell us how long it wants for us to do it. There, I'm having problems Englishing today. Right, let's have a look. It says 1.5 hours, which is not a lot of time at all. So we need to get the forge up and going. I'm going to use a book to start it. Brought it through already. And I've got some reclaimed wood on me from breaking down some planks. Let's get the fire started. Bit of tinder, use the book, use a cardboard match. Let's get it going. Come on, fire. On you go. Light first time for me.
That should do it.
There we go. Right. Oops, hello, what's going on?
Let's do this.
It says the furnace is going to burn for infinity. Oh, hold on. It's already at 170 degrees. We did not need to bring that coal with us. Okay, let's do this then. Indeedy. Let's make one of them. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I do. I'm going to put the cooking pot up on the top, and I'm going to make 2 litres of water while we do this, because that's going to take about 2 hours. Right, let's make that. Notice we've still got no other recipes here though.
Guess I can add blacksmith to my growing list of skills.
Yep. Bit of a beast, that spear, isn't it?
Let's hope I don't have to put this spear to the test.
Hate to tell you, Mark, but you're going to have to. Right, new objective. Get back to Jeremiah. See the map? J for info. J for info. The best defense. Get back to Jeremiah. Okay. Have a look at the map, and it'll show us that Jeremiah is in his cabin. There he is on the Mystery Lake map, but we're going to have to take a few little detours on the way back. Now, has it given us any extra skills at all? We can now make the improvised knife and the improvised hatchet, but we still can't make arrowheads. I wonder if we make these 2, if it'll give us the arrowheads recipe. Now the thing is, we don't need to make those, because we've got a perfectly good hunting knife here and a perfectly good hatchet here. We've got a spare hatchet on the workbench in the engineering sheds here, and I think we left one at the camp office in Mystery Lake as well. So we really don't need to make them. However, it is coming up to midday. Excuse me, I'm getting a little bit of a cough. I'm just going to have a drink of water. That's better. Waiting a few minutes for that to boil. We might as well speed that through. We'll take that water, pick up our pot.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And what I'm going to do is, because we don't want to be carrying that water around, I'm going to drop 2 litres here. And put it up on that shelf. because forging is thirsty work. Right, we've still got an infinity fire according to this. So what do we need to make those? Let's have a look. To make an improvised knife we need 3 scrap metal and a piece of cloth. It'll take 3 hours. To make the hatchet we need 5 scrap metal and a cloth. Takes 4 hours. We've got 5 there, so we can make an improvised hatchet. How long will it take to break that down? We can't. Okay. Find something that we can break down. But no, can't break that down. There's a chair there. That's going to take about 2.5 hours. Yeah. Well, we'll do it. We're not going to get out of here today, so we might as well do it. Right, so we need another one to make the improvised hatchet, and 2, so we need 7, I think we said in total. Make those. Oh, we need 3 for the knife, 5 there, so we need 8. We're carrying 7. We've got all the cloth we need. Pick up that bit of scrap metal. Let's make one of them. And we'll need a drink after this one.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Right, so we probably need to put some calories into us as well. We've got plenty of boxes of crackers. I think what we do is we take a drink and then we'll eat that box of crackers. Just take another drink. There we go. Right, so what we made there was the improvised knife, I believe. Yep. Let's make the improvised hatchet. We've still got an infinity fire on the furnace. Make the improvised hatchet. It's going to take 4 hours. It'll push us around nicely towards bedtime. There we are. That should be that made. There they are indeedy, both of them. So we'll leave them here. We're not going to take them with us. We'll put them down on the workbench so that they're there, because they're both heavier than their factory-made counterparts. The knife is 3/4 kilo. The factory-made knife is 1/2 kilo. The improvised hatchet is 1.75 kilos. The factory-made one is 1.5 kilos. So we don't want to be carrying those, because otherwise we're carrying an extra 1/2 kilo that we don't need to carry. So while that's burning away merrily, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cook pot back on the top. We'll make another 2 litres of water, and then we'll go put these. Oh, we've got an aurora, look. So I'm going to, we didn't need to collect all this wood, however we may need it if we come back. So what I'm going to do is drop all of that there. We can always pillage it to take on with us if we want to. While we've got the aurora blowing, I'm coming down here and ooh, you see the red cables sparking? We do not want to be walking across them. So let's just drop those improvised tools here. Where you going, Will? So we'll leave them there. Oh, come on. That's it. Ooh, it's sparking across there as well, look. If we were going to be using that fire barrel, we'd have to be very careful. Right, who's that got? Oh, it's got plenty of time. Let's just have a look in the office, because I suspect we may have a message for us on the computer. No, we don't. Okay. But while the Aurora's on, it's charging up the flashlight, and you can see there. And you can also use it to scare off animals by using the right mouse button, putting it on high beam like that. You just step out here, you can see it lights up the shed on normal beam and really throws up this bright light which scares them away. Right, let's just put that back down for now. It only works during the Aurora. It doesn't hold the charge when the Aurora has disappeared. So if we were heading back tonight using the Aurora, we'd be carrying that torch as our primary weapon to scare critters off. Right. Now, hello. TV. There's a point. There's a radio down there. Well, I remember. Where is it? There it is. It's not very loud. So I've just boosted the volume in that last few seconds so you can hear it if you've never heard it before. And we're just really now waiting for that water to boil. We're going to need to eat. How much water are we carrying? Let's have a look. 3/4 of a litre. So yeah, we're going to be carrying these 2 litres with us past time until it's ready. Pick that up. While we've got this lovely light off the Aurora, we can wander around it well, as long as we don't step on the cables. And we'll pick all our loot up in the morning for moving on. We're just about to lose the Aurora. Right, now that dog food's in good condition. I might end up leaving it here. That tin's 34%. That tin's 49. That tin's 44. That condensed milk's in good condition. I think I'll leave that here as well. Uh-oh, we're losing the light. So that was the poor quality pork and beans. That's 49. That's 44. So I'm going to have those 2 for supper. I'm going to leave that tin here as well. We'll probably take a bunch of these with us. That's 87, 72%, 71%. So I'm going to take that one for tonight. Stand by the bed. So food wise, we want to eat those 2 tins of pork and beans. 600 calories in each. They are one of the best tinned foods in the game because you can heat them up or eat them cold. They've got the highest calories for weight of pretty much all the tinned foods except the condensed milk. But the condensed milk has got a very high food poisoning risk. So we'll drink that Stacy's soda. Finish off filling us with calories. Finish off our hydration with water. That's us set for a good sleep. It's just coming up to midnight. I forgot to check how tired we were. Hold on a second. We're only half tired. Right, so let's put an 8-hour sleep in. Should give us a full night's rest. Yep, full night's rest. We need to eat and drink a little bit. But before we do that, let's just check, is the bear spear now equipable? It's not showing in our inventory with the other weapons, so it must still be in here. There it is, it's a quest item. Right, so let's just examine it. Ah, that's all it's going to show us. Oh, we can rotate it around and have a look at it. Okay. Right, so we don't have to worry about the weight of the bear spear. Now I noticed I've still got the heavy hammer in my inventory. I'm going to leave that in front of the forge, and the forge looked as if it was still burning there. I'm not sure if it is or not. No, it's gone out. Okay. Right. So we'll drop that there because that's heavy. That's 2 kilos of weight. We can always come back and get it if we need to. Leave it right in front of the furnace with that coal. I think we're carrying a couple of pieces of coal anyway. Let's just check. Yeah, we're carrying 2 pieces of coal. We're just under 41 kilos. We can go to 45 maximum. So that leaves us a bit of weight to carry a bit more fuel and to carry a bit more food. So I'm going to take an extra piece of coal and let's go and sort out what food and supplies we're taking with us. We've got to pick up our sleeping bag, of course, and our saplings. So we'll do that first. Pick up our bedroll. Pick up our saplings. And we'll refill our lantern. We've got 3 cans to drop. So lantern, refuel. And we'll drop that here. No point carrying it all the way around the maps with us. Right, let's go drop those 3 cans. Drop unnecessary weight before you leave, and then pick up the weight that you want to take away with you. That's the way it works. Got all these cans down here. Might as well put the excess cans down with them. Alright, that's those. Now then, want to take those 3 boxes of crackers for sure. I'm going to leave the wood matches here. I'm going to take the cardboard matches. Just check our weight at this point, 43.72. We have got 2.5 litres of water. We're not carrying any sodas. We have got a lot of teas on us though. We've got a lot of cattails on us as well, 1.8 kilos worth. I probably need to think about starting to eat some of those up. Not because they're going to spoil, but simply because of their weight. We've got a lot of candy bars with us. However, I think we may want to take more of those, especially the blue and yellow ones, the Zap bars, because they're 500 calories each. They are absolutely the best calories for weight in the game. So let's pick those up. take that candy bar. We'll take the jerkies with us, because these are all very small. Check. Oops. 44.42 kilos. We're right on limits now. By the time we've eaten and drunk before we leave, which we're going to have to do, we should have just enough weight to carry the torch. So we'll start off, we'll eat that jerky. It's the only one with yellow condition stats. Those candy bars we keep on us. Eat that one, it's got yellow stats. And I'm eating the ones with yellow condition stat. Oh, didn't finish it. Okay. I'm eating the ones with yellow condition stats before we leave. So that if they give us a food poisoning, we can actually just stay. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Just moving these. We're going to leave all of those there. Nice little stash for if we come back. There's 4 flares there. And I think we're carrying 3. Yes, we are. Plus we got the flare gun shells. Right, 44.26. We could afford to take half a kilo with us. But I really want to take that torch with us. The electric torch. It would be good to take a book with us as well, but that's half a kilo in itself. And it's going to be hard to remove half a kilo of weight by eating and drinking before we get to the muskeg. We'll take the...
starting to slow me down.
Oh, and I needed that MRE. Right, what weight does that give us? 45.76. Right, this is going to be a little bit of a struggle at first, but as we get further on, in fact, what we could do, if we give that hatchet a quick sharpen, that's the whetstone broken, which is what I wanted, because then, where's it gone? I did see it, there it is. Because then we can put the broken whetstone in the trash. That saves us 0.1 of a kilo. It also means we don't have to sharpen the hatchet on the way to wherever we're going. Hacksaw could do with a repair, but I'll wait till we get back to Mystery Lake before I do that. And right, we're ready to move on as far as I can see. Leave all these supplies here. If it turns out we actually need them in Mystery Lake, we can come back here and pick them up. Same with all these clothes. Right, just check our spare hats, and we've got a good pair of blue mitts, which are the warmest of the mitts other than the rabbit skin. We've got a spare toque. We're wearing the balaclava and the rabbit skin. You can't be hungry. We've just filled you to maximum. Ah, you're thirsty. Excellent. That's going to lose a bit of weight. There we are. Right. We're ready to move on. So, actually, we're not. We've got a cache at the back of the sheds here that we have to find. So, can we open this door yet? Let's get the flare gun out. Locked. We can't get out that way. Okay. So we're going to have to go out the front and find this Forest Talker's cache. Just to make sure that we fulfill all the minor quests. Crouch down before you leave a building. And I know this is going to put us in the front office of the sheds, but we're still moving from a secure part of the building to an insecure part of the building because the wolves can get into this office. That door is permanently open. Stand up. Okay, move away from the wall and stand up. A strange glitch in the game code. That's where we're going to be going, is out that gap in the fence. Make sure there's no wolf within the compound. Now, if we stand here, quick look at the map. We're facing this way, so to our right is where the Forest Talker cache is, but behind us is the gap in the fence. So we come round here. We've got to go through that gap over there. And turn left. And I think it's the other side of that big rock. Yeah, you see there's a wolf down there. So we'll go up here. Was that can't be the bear that I've just seen down there near that wolf, because the wolf would be yipping and howling and running away from it. I suspect the cache is up here on this slope. It might be down underneath this rock, but I suspect it's up here. Let's just do a quick check of the map. We're facing away from it. It's behind us over our left shoulder. So, as I said, it's probably down here under this rock. It's not there. It's not on that shelf. Okay, just quickly check the map again. According to this, we're pretty much, it's just on our left. There it is. Wow. Big box. Matches, accelerant, fire log, energy bar, baseball cap. Right, well, some of that we don't want. We don't want the baseball cap. And we don't want to be carrying 4 kilos of fire log. So we'll put them back. But we'll keep the accelerant, we'll keep the matches. And I think it was a candy bar that it gave us. Yeah, pretty grotty one at that. Oh, in fact, that wasn't. That was the one that we had left. So we should have space just to finish off eating that. Let's get that eaten. Gets it out of inventory. Take a quick drink. There we are. Right, so that's the Forest Talker cache. And just to remind you how I found that, the gap in the fence is just there on the other side of that snow slope. Come around here between these big rocks and it's there. That's how you find that, and it's how you dodge the wolves. And like I showed you as I was doing it, you can check your map and it'll show you where you are relative to the cache while the cache is still on your map. And you'll know if you've got the right one or not because it will remove it from your map. So in fact this is a separate gap in the fence because the one that we came out of was over there on the side fence. This gives us a nice route to get up here and onto the railway tracks, heading back the way that we came a few episodes ago. So while I'm just walking up here, I'll go through the usual end of video spiel and ask you to consider giving the video a like, leave your comments and questions down below, and if you would, please subscribe to the channel. I'm driving to get to 500 followers on the channel, or subscribers on the channel this year. And sorry, it's kind of hard to talk here when I'm trying to keep an eye open for the wolves and the possibility of the bear suddenly leaping out at us. Yeah, I do it all the time when I'm live streaming. Strange that, isn't it? So yeah, please help the channel to grow. Consider giving it a subscribe. It's free, costs you nothing, and if you do, click the bell icon so that new videos from me show up on your YouTube homepage when you first open YouTube in your browser. And I'll be pausing up here to end the video in a second, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday for the next video in Wintermute Redux in the Long Dark. We're on episode 2, leaving the engineering sheds in Broken Railroad, heading back, collecting up a few caches, supply caches on the way back, heading to see Jeremiah and let him know that we fixed up the bear spear. So from me, as always, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now. But it is, hopefully, goodbye to the engineering sheds, unless we need to come back and get those supplies. Have a great time, everyone. I'll see you in a few days' time in the next episode. Bye for now.